everybody, and welcome to Left Hand, Right Brain. I hope this podcast finds you well. And I know I say it every episode, but I say it because I really mean it for all your likes, your subscribes, your rates, and reviews. Appreciate. And if you like what you're hearing on this Left Hand Right Brain podcast, you'll probably like all the other podcasts under the LHRB banner, like Let's Get Drunk and Talk About Your Wedding with host Jen and Mel, or Help Me I'm Scared, another podcast about horror films with Katie Bowman. You could also find all the backlogs of the JDJOs, the Left Hand Right Brains, the Appetites, or the Los Chupacabros podcast by going to lefthandrightbrainpod.com. We are doing some maintenance on the site. I had to get a, what do they call malware, third-party thing involved, so they said it's going to take like a week to get going on it. And so anyway, it's like $100 to get my website cleaned so that I can pretty much start from scratch with it. So anyway, I'm working on that, but you could also find the podcast wherever you get podcasts. So definitely check those out. You'll enjoy them. All right. What they are is pretty much all in the title, We're also a part of Mile High Life, your source for the finest local podcasts here in Denver and beyond. We got the Vic Lombardi Show. We got Happy Friday. Did That Age Well with Molly Smith. A plethora of great Denver podcasts. You can find those at milehighlife.com. And I don't have any stand-up shows on the book, so let's get right to this week's podcast, which is with returning guest Rebecca Robinson. I had a very fun conversation with her. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for being on. She moved to New York a couple years ago. I don't know why I said weeks. I do recommend you go in the backlogs, maybe listen to her last episode she was on, because she was just talking about getting ready to go to New York, and now she's been there a couple years at this point, and just how she's dealing with it, how it's working out for her. We talk about how hard it is to live in the city, and how there's a nice little community of Denver comedians who are out there now doing their thing. So it's cool that she has a community. Very excited to talk to her, have her on, hear her perspective on how it's changed now from being in the big city. And, she's traveling around doing comedy now. Very excited for her. I was happy to have her on. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for being on. I'm done with the intro. Oh, if you want to, you can follow Rebecca Robinson on all the socials. I think it's just Becca Robs. That's her Instagram. And then you can find links to her Linktree and things like that by going you can find that through her Instagram or just beccarobs.com. Yeah, I think I hit everything there. Thank you so much for listening or watching this podcast, however you're ingesting it. It's an ever-evolving thing. I'm working on how to get my screen grabs onto the pod, things like that. It's just a work in progress. So still, please bear with me if you're watching. I'm new to the YouTube space. But if you're listening, still the same old great podcast you're used to in your ear holes, and appreciate listens. So with all that being said, let's get to this week's LHRB podcast, part of Mile High Life, produced by Left Hand Right Brain Productions. So you've been in New York.
Yeah, I moved to New York. You
regret it yet?
No, I love it.
Okay.
I moved there 2 years ago in July, so next month.
Wow, 2 years already.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
It feels like it was yesterday, but it's been really fun. The comedy out there is awesome because you get to see so many different types of people, but also so many like echelons of comic. Like on a show, you can have a person who's like basically an open micer, and then someone who has a Comedy Central special and does the cellar.
Night?
Yeah, and
you could do that here.
Yeah, sure, but
with
not
like two people,
right? But like just the variety of people you get to see, and it's not just like so many different types.
Denver's
of
so white. Is that what you're getting
Yes,
at?
that as well. That as well. It is very white here.
Yeah, I don't think about that until I go somewhere else, really.
Yeah, and then you have perspective.
Well, yeah, I guess that's what they call it, yeah. I've been listening to, I was listening to somebody and they were saying that they said traveling's the only thing you pay for that makes you richer.
Ooh.
And I've been thinking
profound.
about that. I know, yeah, because I was always like, why do I need to go anywhere? I love where I'm at.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as I get older, I'm like, maybe that's more of a narrow perspective.
Yeah, for sure. I think
might not be my best interest.
I think in comedy, at least for me, it's been nice being able to go places and do shows for different types of people and then be able to bring that back to New York or Denver and be able to have a different take on things. It's more like well rounded out.
Do you have an example of some, like you went and did something at a certain place and you're like, and
Uh,
then you were able to bring that experience back?
Yeah, I would say like I was just in Portland and
Oregon.
Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
And they're famously known for wanting to keep it weird.
Right. Yeah.
And
It's on their bumper stickers.
They're doing a good job. Like everything is pretty fucking weird there. But I was telling a joke and I was like, I just was in the moment and I was like, I get it, Portland, keep it weird. And they went dead silent. And I was like, oh, okay, like
They don't like it.
don't poke fun at their fucking motto.
Right,
but I was
right,
like,
right.
what is like the dichotomy of having the phrase keep it weird and then being poked fun of for that? I would think that you would embrace that.
Right, yeah,
Which
yeah.
was my thought going into that.
Have some kind of sense of humor about yourself.
Yeah, but so it was like, it gave me kind of on the joke I was telling. I was like, okay, so this is a weird joke, but like maybe don't call out people for
Yeah. Well, you
being
hope they'd have a
peculiar.
better sense of humor.
Yeah, exactly.
Although I guess that's not what's on their bumper stickers.
Yeah, no.
We have a great sense of humor.
Portland, we love to laugh.
Yeah. That would be good.
It would be good, but I think it's more like we love to do drugs
Right,
on the
right.
street.
Yeah, don't judge us for it.
Yeah, it's kind of a sad place.
Ooh. Yeah, because they got a lot of homeless problems, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that was like the mecca for like they're taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, and I saw a few different parts of it, but I just I wasn't there very long to get like a full grasp of the city. But like the parts that I did see, I was like, yeah, you guys are weird for sure.
For sure.
Yeah. So things fulfill what they say, and then
bumper stickers are oddly prolific.
yeah, they're honest as hell.
Yeah.
If there's anything I've learned.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot more bumper stickers recently. I've been driving again, so
that's good.
Yeah, I read a lot of bumper stickers. Coexist.
Oh,
Very
Coexist
popular.
is so popular.
Hey, should we Google what's the most popular bumper sticker?
Yeah, I think so. I saw a bumper sticker 2 days ago that said, my mom is 85% bitch.
Whoa.
And 15% crazy, I think was the other one. Have some grace. And I was like, that is sending mixed messages.
Yeah.
as a
That was all
bumper
on one
sticker.
car.
Yeah, it was very long. It took up the whole the whole backside.
We got a lot of student driver ones.
Here's the thing about student driver ones, and I feel this way about baby on board. When do you peel those off? Like, does the baby on board become the student driver?
Oh, yeah. This baby is now driving.
Yeah.
Is now a student driver. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. I think the car has to just die. I mean, once a bumper sticker's on there, it's not coming off, is it?
I don't think so. I think they just appreciate the value of your car.
Right. Yeah.
My dad always was like, don't put stickers on anything. I was like,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty much my car, yeah. I mean, what if you grow out things? I see a lot of Deathly Hollows,
Okay.
The triangle with the circle and everything on there.
I just saw an Invader Zim on my way here.
Oh.
Which is...
That's like a cartoon alien, right?
Yeah, cartoon alien from like the early aughts.
Yeah. So we got Keep On Trucking is the number one.
Okay.
Parental Advisory. Ooh, that's like very
okay.
Gen X.
I don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have either.
I like that it says self-explanatory under what it is.
Oh yeah, it has a description.
My
of
other
what it
car.
is.
Oh, my other car is a whatever. Like my other car is a blank. My other car is a horse. My other car
Right,
is
yeah.
whatever. I just wish what would your other car be?
My other car is my couch.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's probably yeah.
That's really good. I don't know if I have. My other car is my other car. Okay, flex.
Well, I mean, do you drive a lot? Would you say? I mean, when you're traveling around to different things, are you driving or are you flying?
I've done
renting?
both. I've done I've done all three. I flew to Seattle and Portland, but I was driving around there, driving my friend's car. I'm renting a car right now. I have my car in New York that I took up to Boston. So
wait, that's not New York, bro. Boston, not you.
No, I said I have the car in New York
Yeah.
and I took it up to Boston.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
wait,
yeah.
I'm confused.
Which geographically, I will admit, I thought it was down to Boston for a little while, and then I looked at a map.
I do that all the time here.
The East Coast is just a
I'm
puzzle.
going down to Greeley.
Yeah,
You're like,
exactly.
that's north, actually.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
shut up, Dad.
Yeah.
This is why I never hang out with you.
Yeah. Get it right. Carmen Sandiego.
Right, yeah. Yeah, my other car's a Porsche. That's good. So would you say you're a good driver?
I'd say I'm a pretty good driver. Yeah.
Yeah, you're in a car probably more than most people.
Yeah. I mean, when I moved to New York, I drove across country from
Nice.
Colorado to New York. And then I drove
Not
back
Boston.
to Colorado. And then I drove back to New York.
It's a lot of miles. On one car?
Yeah, all on one
wow.
car.
One tank.
One tank. It was the
Wow,
cheapest trip ever.
Jesus.
No, it was when gas was spiking and I was like,
Ooh,
fuck.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But it ended up being okay. We survived. The car
Right.
is okay.
Wow,
I just had to
yeah.
register in New York though, and getting rid of my
Ooh.
Colorado plates
Yeah.
tore my heart out.
Was it cool to get the license though, the driver's license?
I haven't gotten it yet.
Okay. Yeah, because I'd like to keep the Colorado, but I mean, you gotta do it.
Well, yeah, she was like, I highly suggest you get a New York license. And I
'Cause
was
they'll
like,
be-
well, but do you?
Because you'll be targeted
Well, I mean,
as a drug addict.
yeah, exactly. As a weed dealer.
They'll be like, we know you like to keep it weird.
Yeah.
Colorado.
Yeah, exactly. Well, when I was driving from Colorado to New York the first time, I brought a bunch of weed with me and I put a Jesus fish on my car. Because going through every
Bumper
state
stickers.
between New York and
Now you're
Colorado-
using it to
yeah,
as a
absolutely,
defense.
absolutely.
Camouflage.
Yeah, because my friend had done that from LA and she was like, yeah, just it helps out.
Stoner and Christian clothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm like, no, it just smells like Jesus in here.
It's my incense.
Yeah.
Very Catholic. Do
Yeah.
they do incense in a Christian thing?
I don't have any idea.
You've never been to either mass?
No, I've never been inside.
Yeah, they do a thing with incense where a guy swings it around.
That sounds right. That sounds about
I
right.
mean, yeah, that is what happens there. I was raised Catholic. I know.
Okay,
I know what
okay.
happens in there.
Okay, you've smelt
Smelt the incense. Yeah.
the higher power.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
That's kind of cool.
I've eaten the body, now
Wow.
drinking of the blood
Wow.
of Christ.
Yeah, you should specify.
Of Christ. So it's okay.
I've eaten people and
It's okay because it was Christ. That's a good. There's a joke there. I haven't heard anyone do that joke.
I mean, write it down.
I mean, I'll just listen back. So you're having fun there.
Yeah, I am having fun.
What are you running from?
What am I running
What
from?
are you running?
That's a good question. I guess reality a little bit. New York's like a playground.
Oh, interesting.
Like it's very much like everyone is doing their job, but everyone like at least like in my realm of it, like wants to have fun and work hard. And the people that I know outside of comedy are the same way, even though they're in different professions. And so I don't know. I guess I'm running from growing up a little bit, but aren't
Yeah.
all comics?
Yeah, that's really what all comics are doing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's what's the Peter Pan thing? It's where
Peter
they
Pan
don't grow
syndrome?
up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just like I mean, you've noticed this where it's like everyone in comedy is so ambiguously aged.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's bizarre to me. And like you can be doing a show with an 18-year-old and then there's like a man who's like in his 50s and you have no idea about either of them.
You couldn't tell?
I mean, okay, those are pretty vastly different. But I mean, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
yeah, but they're hanging
everyone's
out.
30.
You'd think, yeah, they have the same interests. You
Yeah.
know, they're still talking about
Yeah.
video games or whatever.
Yeah. They're playing
The
D&D or
18-year-old
whatever.
is talking about his stocks.
Yeah. They're all hanging out after.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I do feel like comedy has kept me young and hip
Yeah.
in a way.
I mean, the shirt you're wearing right now is young and
Thank
hip.
you. Yes. Well, you know, I got it from a 50-year-old, so.
See? There you go.
I was against short sleeve button ups for a while.
Why?
I heard some dumbass on a podcast say, like, hey, don't wear short sleeve button ups. Like, hey, be a long sleeve button up if you're going to be a button up. And I was just like, I'm going to take that to heart, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Podcasts are powerful, and that's why we're here today, actually.
Yeah.
No, but it's like in Superbad when they say nobody's gotten a hand job in cargo pants since Nam. Cargo shorts. I should actually quote it correctly. And now cargo pants and shorts are back in.
We're back, yeah.
So people are getting plenty of hand job.
Yo, wow. Okay, well, it's interesting. I was just on a podcast and we were talking about hand jobs.
Okay.
I don't think that's a go-to for anybody. Is that a go? I mean,
no.
I don't know. I don't want you to feel uncomfortable.
I mean, I brought up the hand job
well,
thing.
yeah, but now
I don't want to make
you do it. Yeah, I don't want to be like.
No, I feel like it's a necessary evil sometimes.
Oh, interesting.
Like I don't think
you're like, I don't want to go that far, but I'll do this.
There's a plethora of other things I'd rather do.
Sure. Yeah, and I'm like, that's never my like go-to thing.
No, I mean we're not 13.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. It's like it seems very adolescent.
Yeah. It's very there's better things to be doing.
Okay. All right. I'm glad you agree. That's all I'm getting at.
Let's make sure everyone knows that though. I'm running for office on that stance.
Yeah. There are better things to be doing than hand jobs. Vote for me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good bumper sticker.
I mean,
that could be
most popular. It could be up there.
Yeah, for sure. There are better things to be doing than a hand job. I like that.
I mean, I know many people would buy it. I feel like there's a market for it.
And is there a hand open on it?
Yeah, and then
closed?
it's crossed. No, it's a hand with a like cross through it. You know how like there's like
don't
do not
drugs
exit.
kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's something I think we could all get behind.
Yeah,
Republican and Democrat.
I mean, merch. Let's pump it out.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. That's a good pin.
Yeah.
Have you been looking into merch?
So I had stickers.
Yes, everyone loves a sticker.
And then I lost
Basically
them.
a bumper sticker.
Yes, exactly.
I mean,
to bring it back to bumper stickers, I had a sticker and then I lost them in the middle
here in California or New York.
Yeah, in the middle of doing like 35 shows. So
did you think you gave them away?
No,
like, I
wish.
lost them to people who asked me for them.
I lost them to life. And I haven't reinvested in myself, but I've been on the road a lot, so I really should be better.
Well, I mean, it is nice to have them, but I guess once you make the investment once, I totally get that. It's like you're like, I did it. I have them now. And then I just never think about it again.
I mean, I would love hats because I like wearing hats, but hats are so expensive.
Yeah.
And to sell a hat, I mean, I'm not funny enough to sell a hat yet.
I don't know about that. Oh, I don't know about that, brother.
Yeah. I mean,
I was thinking bags. I'm thinking like the fanny pack is so popular.
Oh, yeah.
If I could and then again, if you just get it so it's like fashionable enough that people just wear it because it's an easy, fashionable thing to do.
Yeah, they can take it to a concert, take it out to dinner. It
just happens to have the white and red left hand, right brain.
I think that's great.
Yeah. But again, huge investment up front.
Right, exactly.
You got to have Kanye money to do that.
Exactly. And none of us really can,
I mean, he's coming down to our level, I feel like, at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing that he made so much money off of tan-colored sweatsuits.
Yeah.
And if that says anything about our economy, then
yeah.
I don't know who's in charge.
I don't. So you can vote in New York now because you got your citizenship, not citizenship, residency.
I have my residency. Yes, I voted there last year.
It seems so more daunting than voting here in like there's been a mayoral race here in Denver.
Okay,
I don't know if you're keeping.
I haven't been keeping up with the Denver politics.
Yeah. I did some work on the.
That's good.
Podcasts with interviewing all the mayoral candidates. So I've been more informed than I've ever been.
Okay.
I live in Lakewood, though. I can't vote.
Okay.
Yeah.
So civic duties, serving others.
Yeah. I don't know. It just seems more daunting to be like, I'm voting in New York. New York is, the Big Apple.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the election I voted in was a very important election for Brooklyn.
They all are.
I mean, yeah, it's the election of your lifetime. And I did do some serious research. Not that when I voted before it was flippant, but I did do some very serious research to be like, okay, if I'm going to take the time to go do this, let me. And it's weird because I'm so used to mail-in voting my whole life, as if I've been voting for 50 years. But all the elections I've participated in have been in Colorado, so it's been mail-in. And then this was like, no, you have to get off your ass and go to the polls. Which wasn't a big deal because my polling place is 3 blocks from me.
Oh, all right.
But it still was a whole thing where I was like, oh, there's the trifold that you see in movies and
Yeah.
It was a real election.
No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like more exciting. It makes it more of like an event.
Yeah, I took a few free pins.
Yeah, because when you do the mail-in, I'm like, I just circled whatever and
Yeah.
then just mailed it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Like, it's not.
You don't feel like you have the sticker, you just hold it.
Yeah. No, you don't get a sticker if you mail it in.
Oh, they don't. I feel like they put like
I didn't think you got it unless you went to a box
huh. Maybe
to
I'm
drop it
mistaken.
off. But I think I only got that when I voted for Obama twice.
Okay, same.
All right, thank you for saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to make sure my stance is clear.
Obama, pro hand job.
Yeah, I mean, he's pro everything. Hope.
Hope, yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Yes, what's like what's the hardest part of being in New York, right? Or like compared to here? Like things you don't think about being in the big city versus
things you don't think about compared to here.
Because like shouldn't you have to like carry everything on you?
Oh yeah, okay. So here's one of the things. You can't really have you can, but you don't really have a water bottle on you all the time because there's not always a guaranteed place to pee.
Oh. In
Like,
New York.
Yeah, in New York. Like, unless you know you're like going a specific place, but like if you're flouncing about the city for the day and you're, bouncing around, like you might be walking like a few, tens of blocks and like you're not gonna there's not a business that you can go, like there's not a T-Mobile store with a bathroom that you can be like, I'm gonna buy a phone. Actually, can I
use the bathroom?
Yeah, can I
no
pee
public restrooms.
I mean, I've walked into a few hotels with sincere authority and used the bathroom because if you just walk past the front desk, it's usually right there. But yeah, so that's one of the things. And then I would say, yeah, you're carrying everything for the day because you're not really going home. You don't have a car to put it in. And then
So you're just drinking less water.
I'm severely dehydrated living in New York. Yeah, I am.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Someone I can't remember who came from Denver, but they were coming and we went to a show and they had a water bottle and I was like, for your next few days here, you might not want to bring that with you. And then they were like, why? And I explained. And then a few days later, they texted me. They were like, thank you for that tip.
Dang.
I was like, yeah, I don't know. It's because it's just such a, I don't know if it's a thing.
Is a big hassle.
Yeah, at least here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm driving around constantly and I'm drinking like 2 Nalgene's.
Yeah.
I had a weird like vertigo thing last year. And one of the things I got from all these videos I watched was like, it might be from dehydration.
Yeah.
And so I've just been constantly like, I got to drink at least 2 Nalgene's a day.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm peeing like every hour.
You should be. Yeah.
Almost at 2 hours. It's usually a good 2 hours and I got to pee. But I'm stopping at like King Soopers a lot. I mean, I'm just trying to duck behind some dumpsters at night.
Yeah. If you're stuck on the subway and you have to pee.
Yeah, but you can't do it there.
Yeah. You just, you could.
You could go
There's
in an
plenty
alley.
of pee in the subway. Let me be very clear about that. But I don't personally feel comfortable peeing in the subway yet. I'm not that much of a New Yorker yet.
Not yet.
Yeah. I think it's going to take a few
you will
more
have
years.
crossed the line. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you plan on staying for a while or?
Yeah. I just re-signed my lease.
For how long?
For a year.
Oh, only a year lease.
Another year. And I'm planning on being there more. Because I've been
traveling.
I've been on the road a lot.
Nice,
so
nice.
I need to actually live in the city that I'm paying rent in.
Yeah, that is interesting. You moved there and then you were gone a lot.
Yeah. But I'm planning on staying there a little bit longer. Yeah. Like I don't really see myself living anywhere else right now. Unless something terrible happens.
Somebody's offering.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, the air quality there right now is absolutely scary. So I'm glad I'm here. But other than that, I mean, New York is where the apocalypse is going to go down first. So,
well, Colorado, everyone talks about underground bunkers here. So
that's true.
We're like next.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like everyone's actually prepared for the apocalypse here. Whereas in New York, everyone's just like, if it happens, it fucking happens.
I mean, I feel that way here.
Yeah, okay.
Can't do anything here.
That's fair. You're not going to Costco and stocking up on like 70 rolls of toilet paper?
No, I mean, feels like it every time you buy one from Costco. I mean, you get a whole fucking pallet.
Yeah.
Can't fit it in the house.
Yeah, can't fit it in the trunk. You have to put it on top.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a thing of water in the shed out back, but that's about it.
I mean, that's good. You never know when you're going to need it.
Yeah.
When I lived here, I always had like a jug of water in my car for like winter. if I got stuck, because I'm from the mountains. So like if you
from
got
Aspen, right?
yeah, so if I got stuck on like a pass,
It'd be frozen.
it would not be frozen, but like you have like blankets and water and stuff just in case.
I got that in my car. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're more prepared.
Yeah, yeah.
If you come here from Southern California, you don't know those tricks.
Gotcha.
Got to learn them.
When you're in New York, you got to carry your jug of water and your blanket on you at all times.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just on my back, very heavy, but worth it.
Yeah, in case the blizzard happens.
Yeah.
Day After Tomorrow stuff.
And absolutely one of the hugest fans of Day After Tomorrow.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal. What's his name? I always get them mixed up. The two. Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid. He only does like weird religious movies now.
I always get Dennis Quaid and Randy Quaid mixed up.
Well, they're brothers.
Which is they're very different looking gentlemen.
Yes.
When you're like, oh, Randy Quaid is hot, that's a misstep. I mean, Dennis Quaid though, he's a zaddy. He can get it.
Yeah. He's kind of weirdly religious now.
Wow.
He has this movie on. I think it's on Prime. It's called Wings and a Prayer.
Wow.
Where he goes up in a plane. All right, because they keep showing it on the, like, hey, you should watch this movie, the preview.
Yeah.
Or whenever I'm watching things on Amazon. And it's like they go up on a plane, the pilot dies. And they're all very just religious. And they're like, God's going to help us land this plane.
You know, that does not seem far-fetched as a plot for religious people.
Sure.
Because isn't that kind of how they live their lives?
On a wing and a prayer, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a bumper sticker.
Wow. I kind of like am interested in just watching it to see how Dennis Quaid, like, is there a trailer we could dabble in?
Yeah.
I mean, he's so hot. I would hate to lose him to the church.
He's gone. You lost him already. I'm sorry.
How's the flight, Daddy?
You start taking a nap on the runway.
He's so hot.
And you wake up, we'll be back home in Louisiana.
I wonder how old he is.
Oh, we can figure that out.
906 Bravo, enter the paddock.
Oh, and he has kids on the flight?
On your headset, you can listen to me talk to air traffic control.
Oh, it's a small plane.
Yeah.
Are you steering with your feet?
Yep.
Oh, and it came out on Easter? Amazing.
Yeah.
It's a true story?
Oh, I didn't know that part. I guess
It's a miraculous true story, JD. Let me make sure I get
Okay,
the copy
thank you. Yeah,
right.
Miami Center. Anyone there?
Say your tail number and intention.
Doug, what's going on?
I've got an emergency up here. My wife and daughters are on this plane.
I need you to stop a plane crash. You're the only person I know.
Oh, what's it? He's in.
King Air.
He's
We've got a very tight window. How long is it gonna mirror?
Start easing off
Sorry,
those
the
controls. Can you do
fucking
that?
audio.
We got a real good
Gotta get a
pilot
new
up
wire.
here.
You're okay.
Landing gear down.
I got it.
He's John Tucker Must Die.
Oh, is that who it is?
Yeah, that guy's John Tucker Must Die, where he just plays the biggest fuckboy in the world. So he's been lost to Jesus as well. I just listened to him on a podcast recently, actually.
What, did he talk about being religious?
No, he didn't. It was about dating.
Dennis Quaid is 69 years old.
Yeah, he is.
Seems like he's always been 69.
I love that it says overview, movies, relationships.
How old is Heather Graham? Heather Graham plays his wife. She's 53.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
age appropriate.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah. So anyway, Dennis Quaid, Zaddy, huh?
He's a zaddy. I think, he established that status in The Parent Trap.
Okay, yeah. That was one of his most popular movies here on Google.
And I mean, he's got a great smile. And then he's just so protective in The Day After Tomorrow. It's my favorite apocalypse movie. I love Jake Gyllenhaal.
Favorite one.
Yeah.
Is that one with The Rock? You didn't see San Andreas?
No, I've never seen that.
Yeah, okay. Well.
It's about the fault, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Takes place in San Andreas.
Damn.
And, The Rock saves the world, basically.
Wow. I mean, good for him.
Yeah.
Do you think it helps your ego if you're doing so many plots where you're saving people And like it must
Yeah,
help
look at
your
fucking Vin
dopamine and
Diesel.
yeah, like that must feel really good where people are like, yeah, we thought of you when we wrote this movie about saving the entire world.
Yeah, that is a good.
That's
a
pretty-
big ego boost.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they all have it in their contracts. Like, oh, I can't lose a fight. You know, I have to like get this many hits in, or like
How
I have to
macho.
be. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it is weird that there's the what people consider the height of masculinity, but it's all just an image.
Just a contract.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, you can't lose a fight. What if you could just write that into your life?
I can't lose it. Well,
I mean, like
it's
technically you could in your brain.
I mean, that's a contract you have to keep.
yeah, that's a
you know?
contract with yourself.
Yeah, I mean, that's something you got to do.
Well, I guess I have something to work on.
Yeah. Yeah. What kind of fighting style would you want to get into?
What kind of? I think capoeira.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
dance
because
fighting.
there's
Oh, yeah,
dancing.
you danced. Yeah.
Yeah,
remember
I
talking about
dance.
that.
Yeah, and I like Brazilian food and
Like fish.
Yeah, and
Isn't
meat.
Brazilian food like fish?
Fish, meat.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been to Fogo de Chao.
Okay. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's like a cool, elusive type of fighting.
Yeah.
I did subak.
Elusive.
Yeah. I did subak do when I was younger, which is Korean.
Okay.
And I couldn't tell you a damn thing about it, but I just know I quit.
Like know how to throw a punch at least, a kick.
Yeah, a kick, like a
front kick.
Yeah, front
side
kick, maybe like an uppercut.
What's your go-to kick?
I'm going to go with
Mine's
a
a side kick.
roundhouse.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Again, I like twirling. I'm there for the
Yeah,
movement.
yeah.
Get some
It's hard on the
momentum in
knees.
there.
Hard
yeah.
on the knees.
Yeah.
A lot of torque.
Lots of hips. Yeah.
You got to get it all in there.
Yeah, exactly. Bending your knee.
Yeah.
The one that's on the ground.
So if you got into a
of course.
fight, you think your go-to thing would be a kick over a punch?
If I got into a physical fight, like, I mean,
It's bound to happen in New York, more likely.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've slapped someone before,
Okay.
but I think, and I've pushed someone before,
Okay. But not kicked.
but not
you
kicked.
haven't unleashed the roundhouse.
No, I haven't unleashed the roundhouse. Not yet.
Yeah, yeah. It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
I
you
feel like
kill
my
somebody.
legs are short, so I would really have to be near the person who's about to harm me.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're fighting. You're in there.
So I don't know, but my arms are shorter, so I guess there's a little dilemma there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, capoeira. You got to
Yeah.
get in there.
Yeah.
Find a nice school in the Bronx. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
I mean,
find it.
absolutely.
Bronx capoeira.
Next time I'm back, I'm just jacked and I'm doing.
We're already writing the movie.
Yeah.
At the end of the pod here.
J-Lo's in it for some reason.
Of course, she could be the teacher.
She's in every movie about New York.
Right. Yeah, maybe she's like your dance and you start off doing dance,
Yeah,
and then
it's like
you
an underground.
Yeah, and you get into this underground thing, and she's like, "Well, you know what else I do on the side?
Yeah.
Is capoeira." And
She's
that's
like,
how
"You're
you-
so good at this. You should."
Well, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's like an ex-boyfriend or somebody or like a friend
Yeah.
who's like trying to hurt you physically, so that she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna."
I mean,
teach you to
statistically,
protect
most
yourself."
men might hurt me.
Yeah. If we are writing the movie, I like the idea of it's like a friend of yours that you like.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Maybe
There's-
got hooked on drugs and like you
Yes.
tried to like say you flushed all their cocaine down the toilet
Yeah.
and now they just want to murder you.
Big move, flushing cocaine down the toilet. I feel like that would piss, even if you weren't an addict, if you were just a casual cocaine. Is there a casual cocaine deal person?
I mean, you're from Aspirin, not me.
I mean,
Aspirin. I said aspirin.
Denver's pretty full of people doing drugs. If
That's
we're
for
gonna
sure.
get
Yeah, yeah.
get serious.
Yeah, I mean, our bumper sticker should be like, keep Denver high on drugs.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's like, "Oh, you can go to Denver and smoke as much weed as you want and do all the
Yep,
mushrooms."
I saw your vape. You got a vape right there.
Yeah, I hope my mom doesn't listen to this podcast.
Oh, it's a vape. It's a vape.
It's a
You're
little-
a grown woman.
I know, but like
you don't want your mom to know you vape.
three out of my 4 grandparents died of lung related diseases.
Yeah, that makes it a little worse.
So
Sorry.
statistically,
Should I cut that
shouldn't be
part
doing-
out?
No,
Okay,
no.
thank
She
you,
doesn't
thank
love me
you.
enough to listen to the podcast I'm on.
Well.
Maybe one day. Which, by the way, can I hit it?
If you want, yeah.
I mean, now
Yeah,
that you've
go
mentioned,
for it,
now that
yeah.
you brought my attention to it,
Yeah, you can't. It's a very addict behavior right there.
it's a crippling disease. It's a crippling disease. I tried very hard to not do it, but I stopped smoking weed for the most part.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. It's not, I just kind of took a break for a second to take one because I had never done that in my life.
Wow.
And
Never.
then I just didn't start again. I'll smoke if someone has weed every
I
once
don't.
in a while,
I'm
but
sorry.
no, I don't. I'm not
I
asking
can see it in
for
your
it.
eyes. You're like,
No, no,
do
no.
you? Do
No,
you have it?
I hit a pen last night and I got so ripped that I had to sit in my car for like 20 minutes before I drove back to where I'm
So you've been
staying.
hitting the mics here?
No, I did a show last night.
Which one?
I did Uncorked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did Comedy
Kelsey
Works
Rosen.
on Tuesday, and then I did Kelsey Rosen's Uncorked last night. She is so goddamn funny.
Comedy Works on Tuesday, huh?
Yeah, it was great. I was very nervous about going up because I haven't been up at Comedy Works in like a year.
Well,
but it was fun.
yeah, it's fine.
I wore red pants. It was great.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I did the new talent night, or not the new faces contest last night.
Oh, how'd it
No
go?
one was there.
No way.
Yeah, because it was the game 3 of the Nuggets were in the basketball finals.
And everyone has said to me they want to go to a game 7, and I'm just like, I just would like to win.
I would just like it to be over at this point because it's really like, yeah, it's affecting all the comedy stuff.
Yeah, I mean, and summer's coming, which will also affect the comedy stuff.
Right. I mean, there were like maybe 15 people at Comedy Works.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
it was.
That's
not
dismal.
great. Yeah, it was bad, and only like one lady brought everybody.
There was a girl on New Talent Night who, she got announced, and it just uproarious. Oh my god, whatever her name was, and it was like, oh, she brought 20 people here. Like, we're glad
Good
that
for
they're
her.
here,
Yeah,
but yeah. And I was like, oh, she still has friends. She's very new to comedy.
Yeah, that's how it is.
Yeah. She hasn't alienated everyone in her life yet.
Yeah, which is coming.
Yeah. I mean,
I
she
mean,
was
if you wanna
funny,
get
so
serious
it's
about it, so-
inevitable. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying Kelsey Rosen was fun?
Kelsey Rosen was
It's
fun.
funny.
Everyone on the show was great. It's fun being back in Denver and telling jokes and doing shows. I don't know.
Are you just telling jokes about being in New York now? Is that like your thing?
Yeah, I'm like, I saw a rat the other day, and
Yeah, we don't have those here.
yeah, no. I actually got desensitized to rats far too quickly, I think. It was one of my biggest concerns about moving there.
Is rats.
Rats, and I live above a barbecue place,
Ooh.
and
Yeah, it sounds like the
my
perfect
roof always
storm.
smells like barbecue. It's kind of nice, but like just smoked meats. But then I would walk my dog at night and the rats would be out, and I was just like, "Oh, these are gnarly." Like, I don't like them, but now I'm not like as squeamish as I was originally.
Well, that's probably for the best.
Oh, it's great. No, I'm definitely desensitized to a lot of things now that I'm happy about, like the smell of New York.
But
Which-
the humidity.
The humidity is not able. You're not able. No one's able to adapt to that. I don't think. My hair gets so big in the summer.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, the humidity is. It's hard to walk through almost. I'm so excited to go back.
yeah. It sounds like a great place.
Yeah. No, it's great. I mean, am I telling jokes about New York? Yeah, I have a few because I live in a very gentrified neighborhood. So there's just stupid people saying stupid things where I'm like, that's very white of you.
Okay.
I'm like, someone
Sounds
needs
hilarious.
to point that out. It is so funny. I'm working on it.
No. Well, you've been enjoying your time back, I guess.
Yeah, I have. It's nice being around like trees and grass everywhere.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't know. It's fun seeing people and, good little cute hangs. But I've only been back for like a few days. I'm here for a little bit though.
Okay. Yeah, and you were here like last month, right?
I was here. I came for my friend's bridal shower for 2 days, and then I went back to New York for 5 days, and then I came back.
Okay.
Stupid planning on my behalf, but
Oh, you got to walk the dog.
yeah, you got to do things. Got to pick up prescriptions. You
Yeah.
know, that was the main thing. Got to get my pills.
Gotcha. So what happened with the last time you were on? You were doing a pod with Casey Lieberman. So that pod just no more.
Carrie
You guys-
Lieberman.
Carrie Lieberman.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that kind of dissipated with the pandemic, I think.
And you both were moving.
We both were moving. She's still here.
Okay.
It was a fun podcast. I've been thinking about trying to start another podcast because I would love to do that. However, what the basis of it would be is a difficult thing to pin down because I Like this is so well established as like the Denver podcast that is for comics and talks about comedy. Like it's very much ingrained.
I thought so as well.
No, it's very much ingrained as
thank
like
you, yeah.
the podcast, I believe, like for the scene. And so, and I think everywhere has that. And just to do another, to do that in New York, I'm like, I couldn't do that in New York. And, you know, it's like a relationship podcast. I don't know anything about those.
Well, you've been in relationships. That's all you need.
Yeah, but they have not gone well.
Well, you know, that part.
We live and we
if
learn.
you can find it from content out of it, then it went well.
I mean,
I feel like if you could mine something out of it,
that's a great point. Yeah.
it's all perspective.
Yeah. You're right. I forget
right.
about that.
Yeah. So what would the pod? It would be a relationship pod.
No, I don't know. I think that's just the first thing that comes to mind.
Okay.
Because I don't. What if I just like randomly did like a geography podcast or something? I don't know. I've really been into whales lately.
I've been watching a lot of video. I think whales is interesting. They've been attacking boats. Have you heard this?
No, but good for them.
Portugal.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I need to look
Terrifying.
into that. They're really cool. I'm gonna get a whale tattooed on me next month.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Well,
really
maybe
cool.
that'll stop it from murdering you when it.
Yeah,
crashes
I
your
think
boat.
that is. I think the vibe will be
She'll
there.
like, she's with us.
She's one of us.
you're
Yeah,
like, trying
absolutely.
to show them.
Yeah.
They're that smart. They probably could.
No, they're so smart. Okay, when I broke my ankle, I watched upwards of 6 whale documentary
I thought you were gonna
series.
be like, a whale saved me. A
No.
whale fixed it. A whale was my
A whale
doctor.
breathed on me and it actually put the bone back into place. I got out of the spout and it was just healed. But I learned so many facts. Like can I
Please.
give you 2
Oh,
really fun whale facts?
Yes.
Okay. Blue whales can take 1 breath and then dive down the length of 3 Empire State Buildings, which is a lot.
Yeah.
And then you know how our alphabet has 26 letters? Whales have 24 upwards of 24 alphabets composed of upwards of 26 letters in which they communicate.
How did someone made that up?
Listen, someone makes everything up.
I mean, how do you know that? I mean, like,
'Cause
how
they
do
listen
you
on
discern
sonar.
that? Yeah, that's crazy.
Someone has dedicated their
They're like,
life
that's
to whales.
an A.
Yeah. Blink twice.
That's a different A. What?
Yeah, exactly. They're like, this one means mating and this one means coffee.
Yeah, this one says murder humans. That can't be right.
Yeah, I mean, flipping boats off. I think people are generally dumb when it comes to animals.
Interesting.
So not like most animals, when provoked, do attack, but also so do most people.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
hey, that's what you end your special on right there. That's an applause break. That's a mic drop.
Yeah, it's a standing
Think
O.
about that.
Yeah, just stomp my foot and walk off stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, yeah, I think people are dumb when it comes to animals. So, and animals are smart as fuck.
Yeah. Well, I heard it's like I guess we're very quick to like humanize the animals and being like, no, that's a coordinated thing against humans.
Yeah.
But I think apparently there's it happens all the time where like boats, like rudders will like murder an animal on accident. But they think maybe that's what like the whales are revenge.
Well, it's like mothers against
murdering.
drunk driving, but for whales.
Yeah. It was probably a drunk boater. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently most boaters are drunk.
I
Like
mean,
you can get a DUI boating.
I was going to say, to get your boating license, you actually need a Bud Light in your hand.
Whoa, not a bud anymore. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
You've been so out of the loop. Whoa.
She's not reading the news.
Yeah. What are you doing in New York?
Absolutely not paying attention to anything.
Well, I try not to. I think that's probably best. Living in bliss.
Absolutely. I frequently wish I could live a more blissful life.
So those pills working or not? I mean,
I wish they were those types of pills.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think the pills I'm on, though, are making my life really great.
Well, there you go.
For the first time in a
That's
while.
good.
Yeah, I mean, moving to New York, it's cool because my mental health has actually become better.
Okay.
I don't know anyone has ever said that in the history of
Yeah,
moving to
interesting.
New York. But
Is it because you moved away from everybody you knew? Everybody you knew? Some family members, maybe?
no, my family moved away from me first.
Okay.
And then I moved to New York. But I got a new doctor and she's amazing.
Okay.
And everything sorted out, and I was like, whoa, people live life this way. It's been very cool.
No, yeah, that's great.
And I'm happy for everyone who's lives a stable, happy life.
Well, I don't know if anybody does that.
It's
but,
astounding to me that people like before I couldn't believe that people just like I couldn't fathom just like getting up every day and like living a life and going to work and being a functional adult person because I wasn't.
Okay.
And I was like, this is miraculous that everyone does this around me. But now I absolutely get it. It makes more sense.
Okay.
Not that anyone wants to do that all the time, but just that they're
Right.
capable of doing it.
Yeah, yeah. You think there's a level of like, it's because you have to now? I mean, you're in New York, you're doing it, you're like,
Yeah, I think that's definitely
to mix
part
it
of
both,
it.
the
Yeah.
medication and the.
Yeah, for sure. There's like a different drive there to do stuff and to make it happen.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I just wanted to finish this loop on Dennis Quaid. Who you think is
Yes.
more attractive, Dennis Quaid or Michael Keaton?
Dennis Quaid.
Over Batman?
I mean, absolutely. Yes. I mean, Google Michael Keaton right
Yes,
now.
I mean everyone thinks he's the most attractive Batman.
Okay, but he's the most attractive Batman. That's a very specific niche. He's also. I mean, remember when they did Small Face Mitt Romney?
No, I don't know what
Google
that
that. Google Small Face Mitt Romney. It was when they like photoshopped his face to be really small, and I think Michael Keaton kind of has the Small Face Mitt Romney vibe. Go to Google Images.
Wow, that is not even close. That is so
Okay,
insulting.
it's exaggerated, but do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
I think Dennis Quaid is.
So you like hair?
I mean,
Dennis Quaid's got a great head of hair.
I've dated bald guys before. It's not the hair. I mean, he has a great smile.
He's got a little bit of hair, but
Yeah, I mean, Michael
I mean,
Keaton's
Dennis
attractive.
Quaid is. You can tell he's just closer to God.
Yeah, he's closer exactly, and he's divine.
Yeah,
Some might say he's divine.
Yeah,
But I mean, Michael Keaton is a hot Batman. I'm
Yeah.
not going to dispute that.
okay.
I mean, look at that Dennis Quaid smirk. That's undeniable.
Yeah, he's got the power of Christ on his side. You know,
Yeah, God.
showing through his teeth.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know what that's like, but good for him.
Well, I'm flattered that you think this is an established Denver podcast. I do think
Oh,
that's nice.
I absolutely do.
I do make a joke a lot about it being like Denver's #1 comedy gossip podcast.
Yeah.
Which I recently had some blowback with for the first
Oh,
time.
really?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Well, I was doing a podcast a couple episodes ago. Some listeners may have known that I took it down.
Okay.
Because the comic, I mean, there were no names mentioned or anything, but
Yeah.
there was a comic who was dating someone else in the scene. They just broke up. So I was, trying to get the hot goss.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
'Cause,
get
I
the
mean,
411.
I love it. I love some hot goss. And, I was joking around. Maybe the locker room talk went a little far.
Okay.
I made some comments that this person didn't appreciate. And,
Yeah.
I wasn't super proud of after listening back to it.
Yeah.
So I took it down. I took it out.
Yeah.
Re-released the episode
Yeah.
recently. I feel bad about that. I want to say I'm sorry
Yeah.
for making that person feel bad and, for my actions. And I'm going to try and be more thoughtful about that going forward.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it just made this person feel bad. And that's not what I'm trying to do with the podcast.
Yeah.
So I took it down.
Well, I mean, good on you for having the conscience of wanting to take it down, and instead of being like, no, I'd love to be inflammatory in this situation.
Right. Part of me is like, oh, I need a comedy beef. Like,
Yeah.
That's really going to help me.
Yeah.
I'm really going to bring this pod to the next level.
Well, I mean, when I was here, like, Denver had so much comedy drama.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember when comics from out of town would come, they'd be like, I'm following all the Denver comedy drama on Facebook. Like, and then when I've been on the road, people are like, oh, what's always up with Denver comedy? Like, everyone's, always talking and there's always things going on. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
You think this podcast is fueling all that drama?
For your sake, I hope so. For your sake, I hope so.
Thank you.
Yes. No, I mean, I think that this is a good place for information.
Yeah, I do. I've been thinking a lot about what this podcast could bring to more people, especially now I'm doing video. I watched a bunch of videos on like how to build your audience on YouTube and stuff. And a
Yeah.
lot of it is like, you got to figure out what people are looking for and then fill that niche. Like,
Yeah.
what question are people asking and then doing that?
Well, I think I think the idea of covering Denver social aspects and comedic
Yeah.
things, I think that's a great basis
Thank
of
you.
what you're doing. Yeah.
I guess I'm looking for approval that I'm okay. with what I'm doing. Thank you. Yeah.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you. That's all I wanted. But yeah, so yeah, and also I think it was like these people don't listen to the podcast anyway, so
Yeah.
they don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So when I was bringing it up, they're like, I didn't know this was gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, well,
yeah.
obviously you've never listened, so
Yeah.
because this is what it is.
Yeah.
It's talking about a free flowing conversation.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
really enjoy.
I mean, I wish I had more drama to bring to the table right now.
Right, yeah.
But I really.
I mean, if you want this podcast
off
to go
the top of
viral,
my
you gotta bring
head.
it. You gotta bring it more.
Yeah, I mean, should I just no?
No, whoa. Yeah, wait, no. Oh,
Should I just flippantly
cut
accuse
everything
someone of
off?
everything? No.
Yeah, maybe not that. But, you know, who's dating in New York? I mean, come on. Have you seen Mara and Kevin?
I see Mara and Kevin all the time.
Oh, really?
I
That's
love
nice.
them so
Yeah, they're
much.
great. They're great.
Kevin show's coming. I just did his show the other night actually, and then his other show is coming back next week, and I'm so excited because it's such a fun show and it's a great hang.
Has New York destroyed any Denver comics that have been there? Like, just really just made them shells of who they are, like Harris Alterman or.
No, he's doing. I mean, he's putting out great content too, and when I see him, he's crushing still. Lawley is the same. He produces a fun show.
Don't know who that is. No, I'm
Mangus?
just joking.
Oh, I was like, what are you
That's
talking
a clip,
about?
baby. No.
Yeah.
Who else went out there?
It's.
Nikolai. Is he in New York? Roscoe?
I believe he's in Austin.
Oh, okay.
I'm not positive about that though.
Okay.
I'm trying to think who else is out there. Brett Hiker.
Okay. Yeah.
Hiker lives a few blocks away from me.
Wow. Yeah.
He's
So is there
doing
like
his thing.
there's a nice little community?
Yeah,
there.
there's like a little bunch of us, which is nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
It made me feel good, like moving out there and knowing that there was like a little smattering of people.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
what's the rep Denver out there? Like the rep of Denver comics? They think we're strong comics.
Oh
Or
yeah,
are they, like,
absolutely.
not?
I would say everywhere that I've
Ooh.
been,
That's good.
including New
That
York,
makes me feel good.
everyone thinks Denver is a very strong comedy scene and producing very strong comics. And funny people. And anytime like I'm at a festival and they're like, "Oh, you're from Denver? Do you know so and so?" Like they're so funny. It's cool to feel that this is where I started and everyone is succeeding and doing well, and it's great to see people accomplishing really great things and knowing that they're working hard. Not dramatic at all, but
No.
it's
No, that
but
is
yeah,
fair.
everyone thinks that this is a strong, funny scene, which is cool.
Yeah.
I'm proud of that.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. It
Yeah.
is nice. I do get like protective of certain people coming out and being like, "Oh, you don't say you're from Denver yet. So say you're from Iowa." You
Oh,
know, when they're-
really?
Sometimes people are like, "Oh, I'm a Denver comic now," and they're going out and they're repping it a lot. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I just said Iowa. I don't know. I just
Yeah. I get
That's-
what you're saying. I feel like you kind of have to like be in the space for a little bit.
yeah. It's like, come on.
Be a part of what's going on before
Yeah,
you
yeah. But that's just. I mean, maybe that's my privilege.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I still bring up the fact that I'm from Denver when I'm in New York because I feel like I'm brand new.
Or it's okay, and it's like a badge of honor in a way.
I mean, because it's Denver.
Yeah.
I think there's other cities where it wouldn't be as good to say, but
Yeah.
but yeah, it's nice to
I
be.
could see why
from
they
here.
want to claim Denver, but it's
Yeah.
also like,
Put in the time,
yeah, don't,
bro.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Get in some.
And that
Facebook
wasn't against
beef.
anybody specific. I was just saying, I'm
Yeah,
just-
no, for sure.
And I want to just clear up. I wasn't trying to be flippant about that podcast. I just take down in that whole issue. I do sincerely apologize. I'm sorry. I know I'm like, I
No.
don't want drama.
No, you're doing.
I don't
It's
want
fine.
long Facebook posts
I mean,
about
yeah,
my behavior on the podcast.
I mean, 700 comment threads are.
The norm.
Yeah, absolutely. And, good reading material on the subway.
Yeah. So you've been, think there's a lack of Denver gossip now. It's cooled off for sure.
I mean, yeah, I haven't heard any trickle down
Yeah.
to where I'm like, oh, that's important and I need to pay attention.
yeah.
But because
the scene's completely different now.
oh, it's so different. I mean, and I also don't know anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Like at
It
all.
changed over so fast.
Yeah. The turnover was crazy, and the people I do know are just doing like big, great things now. So they're not like here all the time. I would say.
Like who?
I don't know. Like
I'm just.
let me just name names.
Yeah, that's what we do on this podcast.
Well, I mean,
names.
there's every like, I don't know, like Dyketopia took off. That's really fucking cool to see.
Oh yeah.
Like Elon Stribling's doing awesome things of all different sorts. I don't know. I mean, Plug has been doing great festivals. All the comics who just went to Limestone, like
yeah.
it was Denver represented really hard at Limestone this year,
Nice.
which is great.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah.
I get like the way people get about the Broncos or like sports teams. I feel that way about like
Yeah.
our like team going to different
Yeah,
festivals and stuff.
Exactly.
That's
You
very
see it and
nice.
you're like, sick. Good job.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
So I just hold them to a higher standard, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're not gonna hit any mics or anything, you know? You gotta do the rounds. You'll be like, I used to live here, but you know,
No.
try and throw
Well-
your weight around at a mic and be like, can I just get up? You know, I'm visiting from New York.
I don't know if I have that weight anymore, or if I ever
I think-
did.
I mean, you're already getting on shows, you know?
I
'cause,
mean, yeah, shows are great. I'm here for my best friend's wedding, which is taking
just like the movie.
Yes, absolutely. And so I'm not doing shows for the next 4 days, including today. And then I'm doing shows for like
how
a
can
week.
you even stand that?
You know, I'm going to be
Someone
dancing.
out there is getting better. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
You know, who said, I mean, I hate to bring
That's
him
such
up.
a limiting mindset.
I was going to say a comedian who's since been canceled, but is Denver originated.
Yeah.
Uh,
TJ Miller?
Yep.
Yeah, I name names on this podcast.
Did you know that he said that
Yeah.
quote?
Oh,
Okay, yeah. Every time I'm not up on stage,
Oh, yeah.
someone else is getting up,
Yeah,
getting
I
better.
listen to things.
I remember listening to that when I was like first starting.
Yes,
being like-
you live by that.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, that's so true. And then now it's like, no, like we can all get better.
Yeah, any experience you have can enrich your life.
Yeah.
or in any way. So I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, stage time is very good for you. Absolutely.
actually, yeah, I've been coming to the realization that maybe I don't need to get on stage every night. You know,
Yeah.
might hurt my ego or my whatever to just get up and then to like one person. You know,
Yeah.
like at the end of a Scruffy Murphy's open mic or something.
Yeah. Rough.
Yeah, and the host doesn't even stay in the room to listen. It's like
It's so
this is the worst.
so Scruffy's is still hanging on.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Speaking of getting in fights like we were earlier, I almost got punched at Scruffy
Oh
Murphy's.
wow.
Yeah.
Who? By who? TJ Miller?
No, but
No,
someone
just-
he'd probably get along with.
Well,
There was a guy dressed up as a woman,
okay.
not a just a guy playing a joke,
Okay.
and he went on stage and just said all this terrible stuff, and then he was basically encouraging the 40 men in the room to rape women.
Whoa.
And I was one of 2 women there,
Oh,
me and Lisa Lane. And I was so just like shaken up
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's really scary.
sure.
I was like, are you inciting a riot? And so I left after I went up and I went up after him. I asked to go up after him.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like talking about it. And then I was going to leave, and he was out on the patio in front of Scruffy Murphy's, and he was like, do you have a fucking problem? Like, started screaming at me. This guy was like 6'5", bulk, like big dude. And I was like, this guy could absolutely just like knock me the fuck
Yeah,
out, drag me to hell. And we got in this screaming fight, and I started like sobbing and having a panic attack because this guy was just
Yeah, it's a
talking about
heated-
something really fucking
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yes.
And then he was like threatening me. So I was like, okay. And then I had to have someone walk me to my car.
Yeah, that's very.
So I didn't get
That's scary.
followed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get teared up when I get excited as well.
Yeah.
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 I hate it. It's hard. It's hard.
It's not one of those things I don't want to be in an altercation with anyone.
Oh yeah.
Ideally just not living that life.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to like say something.
Yeah, I mean do you feel good that you stood up for yourself or like took this stand or
I mean, this was a while ago, but I think in the moment I was like, I'm glad I said something.
Yeah, that's something to be proud of, I think.
Yeah, but retrospectively, I think it's like it didn't fucking matter.
Right, yeah.
Because
Like, this
all
guy's
these
not
dudes
gonna-
listen to Rogan and listen to all these macho podcasts anyways that are saying things about women anyways, so who cares? And it was a lot of people who like weren't comedians yet, if that's right to say.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't any familiar faces to where I was like, oh, these people know that that's bad.
Right.
So I was like, I don't need like incels infiltrating
Sure.
the scene.
Yeah.
We don't need more of that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a bad experience.
Yeah. But we live, we laugh, we learn.
Yeah, you move on. That's another bumper sticker.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I
Thank
appreciate
you so much.
being here.
What
Taking
a
the
note
time.
to end on.
Well, I think that's where do we go from there?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Only up.
Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Yes. So we've been kind of ending with doing a pitch for a movie. I think we
Yes.
started it. Not Krav Maga. The Capoeira.
Yeah.
Inner City.
J-Lo.
J-Lo is your mentor.
Flushing cocaine down the toilet.
Yeah. Do you like that, or should it
Yeah,
be
no,
like?
I mean, we can go with that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've already kind of established that
it's kind of
plot.
like Enough meets something else. you
Yeah.
know? I like the idea that she might even be the same character from Enough who now teaches
Oh, yeah.
Capoeira.
It's kind of a sequel. It's a
and she's
spin-off.
like, I'm passing the torch to you. It's
Absolutely.
like the next Karate Kid.
Absolutely. Wow. Yes. What an honor that would be. Absolutely. But they just pass like a stick of meat.
It's one of those. She had like a weapon in there. It was like a Kubaton.
A coop. What is that?
It's like a little.
It's like a little shank.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not sharp. It's like a little piece of metal that you can use to like hit people.
Wow. I should
But
acquire
it's like-
one.
yeah, you should. I used to try to do a joke about that, having a Kubaton and then getting it for a girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just like I'll show you.
Yeah. Show me.
I'll Google it for you.
Is it like a small katana? No, katanas are sharp.
How would you spell that? Because I feel like
I mean, I thought you would know. You were saying it with such good confidence.
It's K-U-P.
Kubaton.
Yeah, Kubaton.
What is the
That's
origin?
like a traditional
It looks
Kubaton.
the purple one looks like a butt plug, but okay.
Yeah, they do. But I mean, that's like for your hands to
so it's
close
like
over it. And
interesting.
So, yeah, it's just like a little
It's like
piece
a
of metal.
reverse brass knuckles.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like so you kind of pack your knuckles with it, and it seems ambiguous, but you can hit people with it. It's like hard.
Look, that one's a marijuana pipe and a
I'm
Kubaton.
pretty sure it's a whistle.
Also, I just sounded like such a cop. That's a marijuana pipe.
Yeah, now you're a narc. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So there's a Kubaton involved.
Yeah. And but that's like what she hands off.
Okay, yeah, that's the honor.
Yeah, I think she uses one of these because you can like hit people in the temple, you can hit them in the neck. So it's like you go for soft targets, you can hit them in the eye. It's a weapon, but
Yeah.
it seems ambiguous.
Okay, I like that.
You're packing your knuckles.
And also, if
with
you're
it.
dancing with it, it's very easy to whip out
Yeah.
and just kind of fucking
whip in
kill
to
someone.
an eye socket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to kill this person? You think in the movie?
Well, I guess that escalated very quickly.
Oh, violence is.
I think that the person should. I mean, you just said pull out an eye, and I in my head went to Shrek, which is
Interesting.
Well, because I just think of like a jar of eyeballs that he would have that are cartoonish. But
Question:
Yeah.
if a person were to name their child Fiona, would you
think of
Shrek
Apple?
immediately?
Fiona, I mean, yes, but I also think Fiona Apple.
Do you think she's overshadowed
Yes.
Fiona from Shrek?
No, what it's
definitely
based
gonna
on the
get that.
demographic,
You're going to have to get through middle school before people start thinking of Apple over.
right? But I mean, now I would say, is Shrek?
That culturally relevant? I think for children, yes.
I was gonna say, is it for children now, or is it for millennials? Is Shrek our movie? Because they might not even watch it, so Fiona Apple might not even come into play for them either.
I feel like Fiona Apple's further away from.
Yeah, it's less tangible.
Yeah. Well, Patrick Scott's about to have another child, and he was asking me if I thought Fiona was a good name
for it,
Yeah.
and you were like,
For
"Well,
it. Yeah. For
well,
his
it reminds
new
me of
daughter.
Shrek. That's really a good." thing
He
to say
brought
to
it up,
someone.
and I was like, "Yes, I do think Shrek would be hard to get away from."
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
But I did just watch Shrek Happy Ever After.
Okay, that's the third one.
It's the third one. It was an accident. I thought it was the first one.
Okay,
It was on.
interesting.
It just was on the TV.
Happy
and
accident,
It's basically the plot of the first movie.
but over again.
It just starts differently.
Yeah, that's
I'm like, do more Shrek.
that's a children's movie.
I mean,
we're
But is it-
remaking enough right now. So,
I know that's true.
so what if?
Okay.
So you want it to be an ex-husband? You think, or an ex-lover, or do you like friend who turned enemy?
Let's go with What's your
I also think it might be nice if you guys come together at the end
okay
to like
so
defeat
there's
the
no
big
death.
drug lord.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Because she's like in deep with the wrong people, and you flushing thought you were being a good friend really got her in hot water with the drug kingpin.
okay, this is what it is. It's someone who I have intense sexual tension and chemistry with, but they're just a friend.
Okay.
It's someone who you're just quote unquote
Same
just
sex friend.
just friends.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
just friends with.
All right.
And but you want more,
Yeah.
And then they trip into this addiction and you're like, no,
Yeah, I know. I totally get it.
So there's like a little romance there, but it's also just like I care for you as a person.
Yeah. And she's about to she's beating you to death at the end. And then the drug pin's like, yes, you have to kill her or I'm going to kill you. And then you both just turn on them.
Yeah, and then you're like, you know what?
On the drug kingpin, and you kill the drug kingpin, and then you become drug queen pins.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then we're just hoisting cocaine over our shoulders.
Yeah,
Just
big bags.
huge
Santa
bags,
style.
like big like sacks of flour, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thinking like a Benicio del Toro as the kingpin, like drug person.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What's his I hate myself for not remembering his name.
Dennis Quaid.
I mean, he can absolutely be in it and play whatever role he wants, but what's the guy, the uncle from Spy Kids? What's this name?
Uncle Antonio Banderas?
No, that's the dad. I'm so upset at myself for not knowing his name right now. Oh, yes.
Oh, Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo.
Okay.
Danny Trejo's like a wise person in it.
Yeah.
I feel like he should be in the movie for sure.
Yeah, he's like an old capoeira maestre.
Yeah.
Like even like Jennifer Lopez is like master.
Yeah.
He taught her, she's teaching you.
Yeah, he just
A whole
kind of makes a
lineage.
small cameo, but he's
in
on
there.
set.
Yeah, he helps you do something. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then they sail away on a boat, and the boat gets destroyed by a whale.
Oh shit! But that's like what you guys wanted. Like that's like the
That's
best
how you want to
ending.
go out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
ask me how I want to die.
How would you like to die?
I want to get hit on a boat by a whale.
Okay. All right, then who plays your friend? If we're casting, who plays your
If we're
friend?
casting,
You need to have the sexual tension you're talking about.
yeah. Oh God. I'm going
I'm not
through
good
actors
at
in my
female
head.
gaze versus male gaze, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'm going through actors in my head, and I mean,
Florence Pugh?
I was gonna say Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, okay. I thought we were on same sex.
Oh, okay.
friendship.
I mean, we could do that. We could. I would maybe say then like Elle Fanning.
I do
Oh no,
nothing.
wait, Sydney
Elle Fanning.
Sweeney. Shut up. Stop.
I fucking Elle Fanning
Stop.
or
Stop
Sydney
the
Sweeney.
movie. Sydney Sweeney is absolutely, absolutely the other person.
Sydney Sweeney. Okay.
The world needs more Sydney Sweeney.
She's from Euphoria.
Yes,
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen anything. Oh, I've seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
she's so good. Voyeurs is a crazy movie, it's basically a porno.
All right, then I'm in.
I
No,
mean, you
just-
should. I'd watch it. It's pretty. It has some twists and turns.
see what if it's on a streaming service.
I think it's on Amazon.
Okay, well, I can get another preview for that Dennis Quaid movie before I watch this.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not watching this, Amazon. I don't know why it keeps trying to get me to do it.
Yeah, just watch
Although-
something totally opposite and it'll.
No. Because it is all the other religious stuff I'm watching on Amazon.
Yeah,
so.
fucking Catholic.
Hey, keep it up,
Bless up.
Yeah. Does that make you uncomfortable? Like super religious people?
I mean, super religious people, kind of. I mean, I think it's kind of cool to believe in something super strongly,
Yeah.
but I
Like,
don't.
I wish I had that faith.
Yeah, I think that's like admirable, like in a way, but I don't think it's cool to try and impose your beliefs on anyone in whatever religion
You're
or
gonna hate
belief
the second
system you
half
are.
of this podcast then, because we've taken a turn. No, I'm just joking. I'm not gonna try and push
I
the
mean,
Lord on you.
Listen, if it's going to be any time, I'd love for it to be on a podcast. That would be hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I need content. so.
I just finally come and I'm like, yeah, you're right. Jesus is our Lord and Savior.
All right. I hope your mom doesn't watch this. Okay. Well, appreciate you being on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Maybe throw my name out to Mara and Kevin next time they're in town. Tell them
yeah.
they should stop by.
I will absolutely do that.
Yeah, because I've been trying to get them. I've been trying to get Mara on for a long time.
Yeah,
so.
fuck Kevin.
Well, I would like to. I would like to get to know Kevin better.
Yeah, absolutely. I will tell them.
But he was more intimidating because he
message.
had probably the longest going Denver comedy podcast at the
Really?
time. Yeah, that These Things Matter was his podcast. That was a big one when I started. But now, Left Hand Right Brain is the juggernaut.
Yeah,
of
you
the
are
Denver
the
comedy.
universe.
Thank you. Yes, I mean, come on.
I mean,
appreciate
clip it.
I mean, yeah. The Denver Pod King of Denver is what they call me now.
Yeah, I mean, make it a bumper sticker.
I should. I should.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Okay, yeah. Oh, what do we call the movie?
Oh, what do we call the movie? Well, they just did Cocaine Bear, so we can't do Cocaine Whale.
Cocaine Whale.
And it would also ruin the ending if we did Cocaine
yeah,
Whale.
Cocaine Whale.
Bags
of Coke. Coke bags. Coke girls.
Capoeira, coked up capoeira.
Something like that, yeah.
But-
Coked up.
Co-
Dances
Dance
with
Fight for Your
cocaine.
Life.
Yeah, Dance Fight for Your Life is not bad.
Okay.
I like Dance Fight for Your Life, comma, Cocaine Whale. Colon.
Subtext.
Yeah, it's like the under.
Yeah,
undertitle.
absolutely.
Yeah, the Cocaine Whale story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll always flash back to like this whale who's like
Just in the
training to
ocean.
kill people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. There's
Whose
gonna
brother
be a
died.
Yeah, subplot.
The brother died of rudder.
Yeah, or
Famously.
some kind of a cocaine deal.
Yeah, yeah,
rudder incident.
The whale overdosed on a cocaine boat.
Yeah. Yes. Perfect.
Yeah, flipped it over and
Yeah.
died.
Yeah, you get it.
Wow. I'm glad we're on the same page with this.
Yeah. We just click.
Yeah.
Well, I do sign off. I let the guests sign us off however what you see fit, but I will say Wakanda forever. Be excellent to each other.
Follow me on all the things. And I like that sentiment. Be excellent to each other. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I like it. It's something that resonates with me. So
Yeah, I feel that.
hopefully it goes out to the people as well.
Yeah, to the people.
All right. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.